Hello, hello, welcome. This is part 2 of my color along out of Gnome Sweet Gnome by Teresa Goodrich. This is the page we are doing for hashtag finish Gnome Sweet Gnome with Ashley if you are participating. I've seen tons of cool images, totally jealous of some of the ideas some of you had for this page, but here is mine so far. Now you will notice that my washi tape is different. I ran out for this tiny little section, of course, and no matter where it looked, online, Amazon, Walmart, Dollar Tree, I could not find wherever I got that washi tape. So I had to peel it all off and replan. So it took me a little longer than anticipated to get part 2 up, but here we are. So we are going to tackle this cute little gnome. I decided, because my background is a nice teal color, that I'm going to do him in purple. So I pulled violet, and then mine is a Prismacolor Scholar Mauve. If you have, I think it's lilac and lavender, they are very similar to this. This just happens to be what I had out. A grade lavender, and I'm actually also going to pull a Parma Violet. Okay, and a Parma Violet, brand new out of the box, ready to go. So for this, I'm going to start with my Parma Violet. This is going to be my mid color, so it's not my darkest, but it's not my lightest. So anywhere, if you are wanting a white shine or anything like that, leave that. Don't touch it with this color, because this is not my lightest. I'm going to try to work around my stars best I can, and I'm not going to zoom in on this part just because I'm not really doing anything other than avoiding the stars, so you should be able to see fairly well. Again, apologize for the dog in the background. Never fails every time. He's also going to bark probably a little extra because the kids are getting off the school bus and he likes to be pet as everybody goes by. So okay, so I'm just outlining that shirt a little bit. If there was anywhere I did want to highlight and I accidentally put this purple down or put it too dark, my light will lighten it. And you can also go over it with a white, and that will kind of help too. So I'm not kind of just going to go around all my edges is what I did. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I still have not fully recovered from my heart episode, so I still get out of breath very quickly, which is rather annoying. Okay, so I'm just darkening those lines and where he is on the bed here. Edge of the hat where he's laying on the pillow. Okay. And I am a little heavy-handed today, heavier-handed than usual. Don't be like me. I'm trying to decide if I want this one. Let me test this out real quick. That one might be too pink. I'm going to go with my grade lavender because I don't want a lot of pink because it's not going to go with the rest of the colors I'm going to put down. So I used violet, Parma Violet, and grade lavender is this last color. And I apologize to those of you who were asking espresso or sepia on the last video. I mixed them up because I don't use espresso often at all, so I automatically said sepia. I did use espresso on the last video. Mixed my colors up. All right. And then what I might do is if I have too many harsh lines I don't like, I really don't want to pull that pink, so I'm going to turn this for just a second. Too many dark lines I don't like, I'm going to come over very, very lightly with the Parm, and then it'll blend out a lot better. in theory, I suppose. So I'm pressing hard enough I can kind of feel like the wax pushing around, but I'm not creating any new dark lines. I'm just kind of rubbing out those spots. Okay. And then I will do the exact same thing with his hat. So I will put the color in, but I won't. Oh, I suppose I should put down my Parma first. Skipping steps here. Violet. Grade lavender. And so I made this tip of the hat a little darker here and then brighter through this middle section. This is going to look really wild until I get it all blended together. Okay, and then I'm going to come back with a little bit of this. And again, I'm just kind of and I might have to use a little white here to help blend these ones out. Because it's a little larger area, it's a little easier to see my lines. But I'm going to make sure those lines kind of for the wrinkles of his hat, so it does look like he's laying down. So I will finish blending that, but that is how that section is going to look. Okay. Also on my washi tape, I still have a few things to cut out, so I will have my leaves all this color, so keeping that in mind when I come down. I think I'm going to get my floor in. So I did pull dark umber for my floor, and I did this so that in theory this will be just a little bit darker and a little bit richer, and so it will give my floor a different look and a little darker because I'm going to try to keep my light source upwards. So I am going to do my floor rather dark, and again that will make these softer colors up here pop out when we get that far. I hope everyone's March is going well. I heard some people are on spring break already. Some of the schools around here are already on spring break. I'm jealous. We are not on spring break till the end of the month, but I'm hoping the weather will dry up and warm up a little bit by then, so maybe it's a good thing that our spring break is later. Okay, chocolate. It feels so weird to talk about spring and it's like still snowing here. I am ready for it. I have some cute spring pictures I have my eye on, some flowers I would like to practice. I am ready for some goals. I am slacking. Okay, so this is chocolate over that umber, leaving minimal spots for highlights. I want my floor to be mainly dark, but I do want it to have a little bit of variant. So I'm going to pull that goldenrod again. Now again, this is going to be really bright. We will come back and adjust it. Tone it down a little as we need, especially because the floor is going to be darker. And thinking about it, I should have left a brighter yellow right here where the lamp was on. Or the lantern. But that'll do. I guess the mushroom could be blocking it anyway, so if we're getting technical about things. I usually just go for what looks pleasing to the eye. Okay, and then we are going to take again that sienna brown, so the same colors from above, and then depending on how wood-ish like you want your floor to look, we're just going to blend it back and forth. And if we need to, we will come in and just randomly leave dark lines across it, and it helps create that wood grain look. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in up here. Sorry if the camera is rocking. I think it's my nerves today, so I'm a little more heavy-handed than I usually am. All right. So I am going to fill in up here, kind of where I skipped some. The smoke I will put in with a gel pen, but I'm trying not to color it, and I'm trying to lighten my pressure as well. So I'm not rocking so bad, but I am. Part of it is this awful setup. I really need to come up with a better setup until mine is available again. I keep saying soon, but it just doesn't seem to be working out. Okay, pause for 1 sec. Okay, and then this is personal preference, but this is a black. For shadows, you can also use grays, dark greens, things like that, but because my brown is so dark and I'm doing a night scene, I feel comfortable going ahead and shadowing with black. So just my deepest, darkest areas. So I really want under this bed to appear black. A little bit under my slippers here. And that just brings out whatever color I do my slippers without like drawing too much attention to it. Kind of like how we outline things with white. Why is that rocking so bad? Okay, I apologize. Hopefully that will be a little better. I didn't realize how bad that was rocking. Okay, and then again under this lamp and the cup. So my darkest of areas. And then just accentuating a couple spots in the floor. And again, if I put like a nice light blue or something next to this cup, you won't see it, but the black is going to bring that to your eye. Okay. And I forgot a whole sleeve of my gnome guy here. I didn't bring a pencil sharpener either. I cannot wait till my space is done. Okay, so with my violet that needs sharpened, violet, Parma violet, grade lavender. And again, I know there's a couple of spots I need to come back and smooth out, but I don't want to do it, make you sit and watch me blend this all out on camera, especially because my setup has the shakes today for some reason. Okay, while I have my purples out, I'm actually also going to do these flowers right here, purple. I'm going to use that mauve, so again, a lilac or a lavender if you're using Prismacolor. And then Parma violet. So I'm going to put a little Parma violet in the middle, and I might come back with a darker purple. We'll kind of see how we like this as we go. And you could alternate colors of purple if you would like. Okay, and then I'm going to take that mauve, which is more, just a little more pinky, but still in our purple wheel. And then I think I am going to alternate. So I'm going to do a couple in the pink and a couple in the grade lavender. still rocking like crazy. Give me 1 second. Okay, halfway through the video, maybe I will get this to where we're not wiggling so much. Okay. So not really a certain order, just trying to mix the colors up as best I can. Okay, and then in a couple of spots where our flowers overlap, I will come back with my Parma Violet, which will work on both colors for a shadow color, which is nice because you don't gotta remember to swap up your combos. I forgot the middle of this flower. And just kind of touch up my shaded areas for where I think a shadow would be. Okay. Blending out if I made any harsh spots. And there are my purple flowers. Now I got a couple under this washi tape that I didn't cut out yet. I will fix those on camera. Okay, and then so I want to bring this purple downwards, so I'm also going to do these down here purple. Oh, sorry. Then I go throwing stuff around. But for this one, I think I'm going to skip the Parma Violet at first. And keep these. I don't want them to be shiny because they're not rain boots. I kind of want them to look like cloth. Okay, and then I'm going to pull that grade lavender. There I go, getting wild again, I apologize. And I got a little brown in there from my floor. I'm going to come in and erase that out, but I don't have an eraser in here. Again, I apologize. I'm not in my normal space and still learning how to pack everything and haul them back here for videos because I don't color back here. I just video back here. So I will erase that brown out. Okay, and then I might have to come back and just touch up a couple spots that need to be a little darker. Okay, so I'm going to leave my purples out so that if I decide later on I need to bring purple up here or further down here, I know which purples I used. So I'm going to put them away for now, but I'm not going to put them away. Okay, next let's go ahead and get him done. So this is a peach. Did I not bring another skin color? I am just not winning today. Okay, skipping skin for a minute. Okay, we're gonna get this cup in here. Okay, the cup right here, and I'm going to take my aquamarine. This is a Scholar, but it is still aquamarine in Prismacolors as well. create my highlight. So what I'm doing here is bringing in colors that I'm going to use in my blanket. We don't want our cup to look like it goes with the blanket, but we don't want to introduce a whole lot of new colors to our eye either and have the page get busy looking. Okay, and this is cloud blue. You can also take a lighter green or totally lost my train of thought. A white. Okay, now we've introduced this nice teal color. We can come up here in our blanket, maybe like right here. This is my darkest color, so it's going to go around the edges. So it looks sewed in. And I will probably, after I get it all done and blended out, come in with one darker. So I'm just kind of creating the middle here where I kind of want it to look a little lighter. And this is light aqua in the Prismacolors. And then I'm going to blend it with that cloud blue. And then again, I kind of want my edges to look, you know, a little more like they're sewed in. So I'm going to take a peacock blue, and I would sharpen this real sharp if I would have remembered to bring my sharpener. And on the lines of this square, I'm going to darken. And I could probably even darken one more than that and still be okay. Now, to me, these kind of blankets don't really have a pattern. They're just colorful squares put together. I mean, I'm sure some people do patterns and color themes. But again, I don't want to go crazy. The more colors I throw in this blanket, the more our eye is going to be drawn there and everything else is going to be lost. So I want to stick in my color wheel a little bit. So I will pick a couple squares that I want to be that color to start with. And then again, I just kind of start bringing it in until I get that shape in the middle that I want to be a little bit lighter. And then you take that light aqua, blend it with the cloud blue, and peacock again. I'm going to go over this X real good.